Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the maths class of Standard 5. Today, we are going to continue the chapter 1, Shapes. Okay, we will discuss the topics in chapter 1, Shapes today. So, before that, we will recap the points we learned, the topics we learned in the previous class, and that are point, line, line segment, and ray. Okay, children, what is a point? Yes, here shows are the examples of point. And you know that a point is an exact location in space, isn't it? And it has no length, no width, and no thickness. Okay, children, and we can use the capital letters of the alphabet to denote the point. Got it? And after that, we learned about line. And what is a line? Many points placed close to each other in a straight path form a line. And it has no thickness or breadth, it has only length. So it is called a one-dimensional shape, isn't it? And a line has no endpoints and it can be extended on both sides. Got it, children? And after that, we learned about ray. What is a ray? A ray is a part of a straight line which has a starting point called the initial point but no end point. It can be extended only in one direction. This is the ray. Now next is segment, that is line segment. A line segment is a part of a line. It has two end points. A line segment has a definite length because it has end points. Got it, children? So these all topics we learned in the last class. Children, now we are moving to some workbook answers. So these are the homework questions which I gave in the last class. So let's discuss the answers of these questions now. Okay. So shapes, concept, identify and classify angles. Recall section, multiple choice questions. First question, how many endpoints does a line segment have? How many endpoints does the line segment have? Tell me, children, how many endpoints? Yes, two endpoints. So you can mark option C as the right answer. Okay, and you can write option C. Now look here, this one A, B, then this arrow is read as dash. Tell me, children, what shows this arrow? And it has only one side arrow. Okay, so it is a ray. Very good, it's a ray. It has a starting point and then it is going endlessly on one direction. So it's a ray. So ray AB, we can read it as ray AB, isn't it? So you can mark option A, ray AB, and you can write the option A here. Now look at the next one. XY is read as dash. Look, which symbol is here above XY? Yes, this symbol is the symbol of line, isn't it? On both side the arrow we can see. So this is line XY. What is it? It is line XY. So option A is the right answer. My dear children, I hope everybody got the same answers. Right. Now we are moving to today's topic, and today's topics are angles, naming an angle, and measuring an angle. Okay, what are today's topics? And that are angles, naming an angle, measuring an angle. Okay, so let's check. Children, first let's discuss about angles. So consider the following figures. Children, look at these figures. All these figures. These figures are formed by two rays with the same initial point. Children, we know what is ray, isn't it? A ray is a part of a straight line which has a starting point called the initial point, isn't it? This is the initial point, and there is a starting point, and it goes endlessly on one side. So here two rays are joined together. Okay, here in these all figures, two rays are joined together, and both rays, this ray and this ray, both rays are having the same initial point or same starting point. Okay, such figures are called angles. Such figures are called angles. So what is an angle? The figure formed by two rays sharing common initial point is called an angle. Look children, here these two rays are having the same initial point. So this type of figures are called angle. Okay, study it again. The figure formed by two rays sharing common initial point is called an angle. And the common initial point of two rays is called its vertex. That is this one. This common point, this is called the vertex of this angle. What it is? Vertex. Vertex. Vertex of the angle. And the two rays are called, and this is the vertex, this joining point is the vertex, and these two rays are called the arms of the angle. Arms of the angle. Okay. So what we learn? What are angle? The figure formed by two rays. The figure formed by two rays sharing common initial point is called an angle. Then the common initial point is called the vertex. Then these two rays are called the arms of the angle. Got it children? Okay. Now we are going to check how to name an angle. How to name an angle. Okay. Consider the angle shown. Look at this picture children. Here it shows the angle and the arm and the vertex. Okay. Look. This is the vertex where these two rays are joining, and this is the one ray, and this is the another way, and these two rays are the arms of this angle, and the angle which forms, that is here. Okay, this is the angle, angle, angle. Okay children, and now we will check how to name an angle. And do you know which symbol we can use to write angle? Yes, this is the symbol. Look, this symbol is we can use to denote angle. Okay, and here in the given angle, the common point is E. That means the vertex is E. Okay, and the angle is denoted as, we can read this angle as angle DEF. Here the point is D and DEF. This is the way to name the angle. Okay, so how to name angle? Put the angle symbol and then you can write DEF. Okay, this shows the angle E. Okay, and or in another words we can say that angle FED, that also same, angle FED, that's also same, or angle small letter a, this one. So this also shows the same angle. Got it children? Is it clear how to name an angle? Okay, and always remember when you are naming an angle, you have to write this symbol also. Always you write this symbol also. Okay children? Now children, let's discuss an example question. Example 1. Name any 9 angles in the figure. So here is a angle is given. So the figure is given. You have to name the angles from this figure. Okay, children. So you check here. It is P O T P Q S R T O. These all are the points marked on this angles. So to name the angle, you have to take this point also. Okay, O also you have to take. Okay, we cannot simply write PO. This is not an angle. You have to write the name as POT. Then we will get the angle, this O angle. Okay, that is POT. So this way you can name it as angle POQ. Which angle is that? POQ. POQ means this angle. Okay, POQ. Then next angle is angle QOS. That means this angle QOS. Okay, this is QOS. And then angle SOR. Where is that angle? Here. Yes, angle SOR. Angle SOR. And after that, angle ROT. So this is the angle ROT. And now we can name more angles here. That is angle TOP. Angle TOP. And that is this angle. Okay. Now after that, angle POS. Which angle is that? POS, this one. POS. Okay, this is this big angle is the POS. And after that, angle POR. That is this big one. From this side to this side. This one, POR, is another angle. Then angle SOT. This one, angle SOT is another angle. And then angle QOR, that is QOR, this angle. Okay, this angle. So these all are angles. Got it, children? And this way we can name these angles. Children, the unit used to represent the measure of an angle is the degree. Children, we know that when we are taking the length of something, we are writing the unit centimeter along with that, isn't it? The same way, you can write the angle measure with the unit degree. Okay, and it is denoted by using the symbol a small zero over the number. For example, 30 degree. The angle, if the angle measure is 30 degree, then you can write like this 30, and then above that you can put a small zero. Okay, so this way we can write the measure of an angle. Got it, children? Okay, so this is about the naming of an angle. And now here given are some more definitions of angle. We can also consider an angle as the movement of the ray. We can also consider an angle as the movement of a ray called the initial ray. Look, OA is an initial ray and OB is a final ray through some distance to another position called the final ray. Okay, so children, so many other definitions also there for angles that are given here. In other words, the distance through which a ray moves from an initial position to the final position is called an angle. Got it, children? Okay. So children, what we learned today? We learned about the angles, what is an angle and what is a vertex and what is a arm, and after that we learned about naming an angle, how to name an angle and the symbol of an angle and the unit of an angle. These all things we learned in today's class, isn't it? I hope it's all clear for you, my dears. I'm giving you a notebook work now. So look here. Children, here is your notebook work. Here it's first you write the date, today's date you write on your notebook, and after that you continue the notes as angle, then write about it, vertex, write about it, and arms, write about it, and after that you draw this angle. Okay, you draw this angle and mark these names, and after that you can write a heading degree, and then you can write it, and after that you can write the heading naming angles and draw this one, name the angles in the figure. So draw this figure and name angles from this figure. Got it, children? So these all things we learned today. Don't forget angles, vertex, arms, degree, and naming angles. These all concepts you study again and again and understand the concept. And my dears, do your work in time. And I'm winding up today. See you in the next class. Thank you.